Imagine a world where humans mastered wealth, power, and resource management without banks, AI, or stock markets. A world where massive stone monuments were not only religious or cultural wonders, but also strategic investments, technological marvels, and infrastructure for social and economic control. Ancient civilizations thought in centuries, investing in influence, social capital, and generational wealth. Today, these structures seem futuristic, yet they reveal timeless lessons about wealth, gold, technology, and strategic planning.
Ready? Lift together.
In this video, we will explore 6 ancient megastructures that combine human ingenuity with economic foresight, offering insights into long-term investment strategies, resource control, and technological mastery that rival modern financial empires. Göbekli Tepe, over 11,000 years old, is more than a religious site. It is an early model of capital allocation. Imagine coordinating hundreds of workers, moving 20-ton stones, and carving intricate symbols without modern tools or financial systems. This was a massive long-term investment in social influence, cultural capital, and economic power. The T-shaped pillars, adorned with animals and symbols, were positioned with precision, reflecting advanced workforce management, resource allocation, and logistical planning. Each stone was an asset, carefully deployed to maximize social and cultural return, a clear parallel to modern wealth portfolios or infrastructure funds. Controlling Göbekli Tepe meant controlling social networks, trade routes, and resource distribution. Its leaders understood early economic strategy, investing in human capital and long-term influence to secure power across generations. The scale and complexity of construction is staggering. Modern investors would see this as a multi-generational infrastructure fund, a combination of labor, material assets, and technology designed to compound influence over centuries. Standing there today, it is clear. Göbekli Tepe was futuristic thinking in stone. It demonstrates that ancient humans mastered early economic principles, combining resource management, labor allocation, and strategic investment in ways that continue to inspire wealth strategists today. Newgrange, built over 5,000 years ago in Ireland, is a solar-aligned monument that functions as a predictive economic asset. On the winter solstice, sunlight floods the inner chamber, demonstrating advanced observational technology, centuries before AI, satellites, or financial algorithms. This precise alignment allowed ancient communities to plan agricultural cycles, optimize food storage, and manage population resources. Essentially, early risk management to safeguard wealth and human capital. Knowledge was economic power. Control over solar and seasonal data translated into influence over trade, resource allocation, and social stability. Modern investors would recognize this as an information advantage or data-driven strategy, a hedge against uncertainty. Newgrange is a case study in long-term asset protection. Sunlight and stone became instruments of foresight, much like predictive analytics today. Its creators were early analysts, using natural phenomena to preserve wealth and ensure community resilience. This monument demonstrates that investment is not only financial. Intelligence, foresight, and technological application are assets as valuable as gold. Principles that still define strategic markets today. Derinkuyu, an underground city in Turkey, extends 60 meters below ground. This is a massive physical hedge, designed to preserve human capital and material wealth against environmental and political crises. It contains ventilation systems, water sources, storage rooms, and defensive corridors. The planning and coordination required is analogous to modern infrastructure investment and portfolio diversification, ensuring survival and protection of assets. Ancient societies understood risk management, just as modern investors hedge against market volatility with diversified assets. Derinkuyu's builders hedged against invasion, famine, and social unrest. This city is a lesson in strategic asset protection. It demonstrates logistical genius, workforce management, and resource allocation, all designed to maintain economic stability and security. For today's investors, Derinkuyu offers timeless insight. Physical assets, diversification, and strategic foresight are crucial for preserving wealth, whether in stone, gold, or digital assets. Nan Madol rises from the Pacific like a science fiction city. Constructed on artificial islets, it controlled maritime trade, resources, and regional wealth. Effectively, a fortified economic hub. Massive basalt stones were transported and stacked without cranes or modern machinery. Coordinating such logistics required planning, labor allocation, and sustained capital investment, much like managing complex global trade portfolios today. Control over maritime routes equaled control over wealth and influence. Nan Madol demonstrates that location and logistics have always been critical to economic dominance, a lesson for real estate investors and trade strategists alike. Waterfront property today commands premium value. Nan Madol illustrates that ancient elites understood location-based asset growth, strategic control, and long-term wealth management centuries before modern markets existed. This city was more than architecture. It was a strategic investment in social capital, commerce, and infrastructure, a true blueprint for economic foresight and generational wealth. The Kailasa Temple, carved from a single rock in India, involved removing over 200,000 tons of material, a generational investment requiring economic stability, specialized labor, and political coordination. Large-scale projects like this resemble modern infrastructure or cultural investment funds, designed to yield influence and economic return over centuries, while enhancing social capital. Its precision rivals modern automated design and engineering. Yet it was built entirely without electricity, cranes, or computers, showcasing advanced technology and strategic planning. Cultural assets like Kailasa Temple attract visitors, stimulate trade, and reinforce identity. Wealth extends beyond gold to enduring infrastructure, influence, and social capital, principles that guide modern financial strategy. Kailasa Temple exemplifies long-term strategic investment, combining technology, labor, and vision to create assets that generate influence, economic benefit, and prestige across generations. Stonehenge required transporting stones weighing up to 25 tons across vast distances. Logistics, labor management, and coordination rival modern infrastructure projects, illustrating the economic sophistication of its builders. Its solar alignment reflects precise astronomical calculation. Time management has always been economic power, guiding agricultural cycles, trade, and social planning, foundational to wealth creation. Large gatherings strengthened social networks, consolidated political power, and created social capital, the earliest organized form of economic influence. Stonehenge represents long-term investment in human capital, resource allocation, and project management, principles that underpin modern financial strategy and economic planning. While today's investors focus on AI, tech startups, gold, and global assets, Stonehenge proves that strategic foresight, long-term planning, and structured investment have always been humanity's most valuable tools for wealth and influence.